quick walk through the garden. It has become a jungle. It's been about a week since I came. Yesterday I came and watered, but these miniature tomato plants, not looking good. This one kind of is like very wide and spread out and yellowing, probably because it's been touching the ground. I pulled up that one yesterday because it was bad. And look at these peppers, so cute. Those are the corbachis. The ground cherries over there on the other side of this bed they're pretty big, these plants. Look at that. Hanging over the edge. Ooh, I see some that fell. There's one. That one's not quite ready. Anyway, see my ground cherry? It's not very big inside the husk. Garden candy. Yummy. The bean trellis is starting to fill out. Last year at this time it was already completely full, and we were getting harvests every day of beans. I thought that I started early this year, but I worked too much. Anyway, I have this early summer squash at the edge here. That one doesn't look like it got pollinated. And then this one on the edge over here didn't have any fruit growing on it yet. That one didn't get pollinated either. Oh boy. And then those squashes are those big long Italian type squashes, and looks like it's got some fruit starting to, the female flowers anyway, that haven't opened yet. We've got this China Jade cucumber, and we've got these eggplant plants. There's a flower on that one. Some bell peppers. No fruit growing on them yet, but they have little flowers, so everything is just really overgrown. I don't spend a whole lot of time here. Look at this bed. Oh boy. There's some peppers in the middle. These tomatoes have just taken over. These two, this one here and this one here, those are the Black Beauty, purple something or other. And this one I'm still not sure what it is yet, but we'll find out, I guess. And that one over there I think is Hungarian Hearts. So everybody's just, the garden is completely wild this year, especially these. Look at how gigantic these tomatoes are. Have you seen a tomato this big? These are the Hungarian Hearts. Just look at how big these tomatoes are. Like, look at how big that is. There's more and more. I mean, look at this. This thing is gigantic. was gigantic. I mean, I love the Hungarian Heart tomatoes. They're gonna make good sauce. These are the Dr. Witchies. So many. I think this one's a Dr. Witchy also. That one might have some cat facing on it. Yeah, just a little slightly. And then these two over here, or this one anyway, is a Kellogg's breakfast. There's some there. And some little babies growing up here. So this trellis is completely wild. And then this bed, of course, not doing well. There's some yellowing. I probably should have snapped that. That plant there is infecting the rest of them. I should have removed that last week when I discovered it, but I didn't. Anyway, these look like they're getting some splitting. That's no bueno. No bueno. Big fruits though. These are supposed to be the San Marzanos, but I planted two different varieties of San Marzano, so that must be one, and then this must be a different variety. But look at how big they can be. This one already has some yellowing, and that came off really easily. I heard that a video that I watched said that if you pick them at the very beginning of the blush, that it doesn't disturb the quality of the flavor. I guess so long as you pick it maybe in the afternoon, when the sugars are more condensed. But anyway, really don't even want to talk about this garden bed. What a mess. I really overplanted this. These are the 3 Romas that are absolutely wild. Bonkers. But look at all the stars. The leaves just remind me of stars on these plants. These nasturtiums. I planted 5 nasturtiums along the front of this bed. And then this bed has a few tomato plants that are not really growing very fast. Here's one of them. See? That's one. They've just been stunted, I think. Here's another one. No. Well, here it is. This is another one that is, I don't even remember the varieties that these are. One of them that I planted last week or the week before is a green Dr. Cherry tomato. But I also planted some jalapenos, which are jalapenos without the heat. And oh, looks like we got a pepper growing on it. Look, cute. And then there's another one over here somewhere in there. But yeah, this is a quick peek at the garden. It's a big beautiful mess is what it is. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the garden. Today's my only day off, and I just got off of work, so I'm gonna be going home to sleep. And I hear the girls back there. They're not out yet. They're still in the run down there. Just sitting here on the patio, enjoying this beautiful breeze. Look at the sunflowers. It's becoming a jungle over there, really. I just redid this part of the garden. Had some neighbors passing by, so I had to stop the video. I'm tired. I got off work, went to Mom's, picked up some eggies from you, Sissy. Thank you. I got 2 dozen. And then I came home and walked the dogs and started working on this patio because I had put it off for far too long. Anyway, I should have taken a before and after video, but I guess the last patio tour can be the before. Anyway, here it is. I took everything out. Took out all the grass that was growing everywhere. Removed the bricks and put 3 layers of the black cloth down, and then put some dirt up front, and I just planted these are patty pan squash and some basil, and then all the extra flowers that I had, and then I've mulched around it, and then I replaced all the potted plants over here. Just kind of reconfigured everything. These peppers, the corbachis, are growing one. And look at what's decided to pop up in this dirt here. I don't remember planting that in this pot, but I guess maybe I used some old dirt, possibly, that maybe had one of those bulbs in it. Anyway, I really like those, so it's fun. Still no eggplant fruit yet, but there's plenty of flowers. Plenty. I trimmed some of the extra branches from these 2 tomato trees. Look at the size of these suckers. This one here is ginormous, and so is that one, and all those on the inside, and all of them that are all around. This is by far my most favorite marigold type. It's the teddy bear, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I have cleared out the old spinach from this area that got all dried up, and now I'm going to plant this last pepper plant here. I think it's a bell pepper or maybe a California Wonder. I'm going to put it there. Anyway, look at how beautiful these portulaca flowers are. Aren't they gorgeous? And the caladium, so pretty. And all of my sunflowers just popping up everywhere. I have one growing here, one big one, and then another one on this side. Finally, the sunflowers are taken off. Can't remember what type they are though. Looks like these ones are getting some heads, so these might be the dwarf teddy bears. I hope they are, because I was really excited for those, and most of them died off on the first round, so I had to buy some more. Anyway, that's one of the mums that I started from seed. And here's the other one. And then I have more in the house. But these 2 seem to be doing good now that they're mostly shaded. These are my dahlias that I started from seed. This is one plant. And then this is another plant. But the dahlias that I bought from tuber is right there, and it's not growing. And there's another one on the other side that's not growing. So I don't know. And then here's 2 more dahlias. They're not very big, even though it says giant dahlias. Maybe because I stunted them because I didn't plant them soon enough. I kept them in tiny little pots for too long. But anyways, the onions are bulbing. Look at that. Onions are bulbing. I've never had any luck with onions in the past 2 years that I've been gardening. So year 3, success. And then look at what I have growing on my window here. The very first Chinese red noodle bean. Now this is the perfect time to harvest because it's young and tender. Anyway, I still need to fix that part of this, the thingy on the window. Oh, and look, there's another flower. So, and then here's another flower. So we've got them. Oh, wait. There's some more. Anyway, look at my pineapple plant. Isn't it pretty? And all the creeping Jenny is doing really well. And Senor Ignacio still doing pretty good. So I don't think I've ever shown you the front garden that we kind of took over. My neighbor planted those 2, and then I gave him those 2, and then he put that that looks like the Stars and Moons watermelon, and I planted that sunflower, and that back there is the wisteria that I planted. There's one Roma. See that Roma tomato? Anyway, this morning when I got home, I planted these because I didn't have any space for them anywhere else. I put some marigolds, one there, and these 2 are Boston pickling cucumbers. So hopefully they'll grow up these cages like crazy and give me lots of cucumbers. Anyway, this is the front, and there's the pool. I came out the back door, so I gotta go back. Anyway, just wanted to share that little bit with you because I don't think I have shown you that before. So I was just sitting here, and I was looking over at Senor Ignacio, and I noticed these little leaf-like things at the end of this arm. Now, what do you suppose that is? Do you think it's gonna flower? Maybe the beginnings of a flower? I see it on this little end as well. A few little flower leaves or whatever those are. I don't see them on any other arm. I just thought that was interesting. And one quick look at the front patio. The caladium are still looking nice. Mums are growing big and round. Elephant ears, strawberries, all of the snapdragons in bloom, and the coleus trying to bloom. I keep picking the flowers off of the coleus because I just want it to bush out and not flower right now. Anyway, and look at what finally came and outgrew this trellis. And I had doubts, but I just need to have patience, really. Look at that. And look at the sunflower, how tall it is. And the cucumber, this is the China Jade, is growing up the trellis finally. Looks like this one didn't get pollinated, but I have hopes for that one. Anyway, just wanted to show the front patio. This is kind of going a little wild now. May have to tame it or let it stay wild, get more fruit. We'll see.